Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha can't read anything anymore.
Oh, sorry. I was just too busy, reading. Hello guys, and welcome back to Fahrenheit 451, because that's what people on TikTok seem to think we're living in. How many videos have you seen on your For You page of YouTubers calmly reacting to videos of teachers crashing out about test scores and reading levels? And how many times have you critically thought about the facts you're being presented in those videos? Well, luckily, I'm here, oh my gosh, and I'm going to be talking to you about it as a certified Gen Alpha born in 2011. This is going to be a bit of a clip-heavy video because I just want to react to a bunch of these misinformed content creators and also talk about, as someone who lives in a big city, talk about the effects on learning that screen time and social media have had. I'm talking to you through YouTube, and if you're under the age of 21, you're probably not studying like you're supposed to be. I see you. However, this is not what is causing people not to be able to read, and it's certainly not as widespread as they would want you to believe. I just made a video on commentary creators and how they create slop for their second channels, so I'm going to be completely open that I hate the style of commentary that we have come into as a society. You open up YouTube, you click on a video, and a person shows a few clips in the beginning, like I did in this video, and then talks for about 10 seconds, and then the next clip starts playing. And that happens for the rest of the video. These can be up to 3-minute clips. Is this content creator doing much work? No. Is this content creator getting all the credit? Of course. Please be honest, how many of you guys have looked up a creator's name on a separate app because it was given to you in a video? I bet none of you have. And if you have, comment pink hearts, let's go, whoa! No, I'm just kidding, do not do that. I just wanted to talk about, as someone who is Gen Alpha, as someone who is deeply affected by these videos, talk about how disingenuous it is that 40-year-old people online, 40-year-old business content creators, overconsumption content creators, slop creators, are talking about children like they're statistics, data points. When a test score goes down, do they look at the information in that area, in that district, what has been going on historically? No, because it's so easy to blame phones. It's so easy to blame AI. It is so easy to just say, put down a device and study. It's so easy to conspire about how Phonics is being erased because we need to make everyone dumb and not want to read anymore. But that's not true, and it's completely ridiculous. So I'm going to be directly reacting and putting shade on these creators. I'm so sorry, you can come at me. I do not pull punches. Oh yeah, I'm not pulling any punches, baby.
My first thought watching this, shouldn't you be doing something about this? Put the phone down and teach them.
Yes, I love victim blaming teachers for a generation of people who have been failed by other sources. I love blaming it all on teachers. Why are you taking out your phone and filming a TikTok? You should be educating your students. Doesn't that go against your logic? Isn't your logic that these students don't want to learn? What would a teacher trying to step in do for that?
Gen Alpha is causing all sorts of mayhem in US classrooms.
Yes, every day I go to school. In this month of May, it is important for me to put ham all over my school. I will be putting pork in the lockers. As a Gen Alpha, I make it my mission to go into school and just beat the crap out of these teachers. I go to school, I cause chaos. I sow the seeds of doubt and distrust so you guys can die. Thank you guys. Thank you. I know it's a hard job, but I'm not doing it alone. All of Gen Alpha has come together, a united front against life. Do you know how stupid that is? We've been causing mayhem in schools. Didn't millennials complain about Gen Zs like 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Is this not a cycle? Aren't kids going to be kids? First it was social media, but before then it was music, movies, and scandalous secular beliefs. If this process keeps continuing, eventually Gen Z is gonna have more Gen Alphas, which are gonna have Gen Betas and say, these VR AI companions are ruining life. Kids are gonna be kids, and you can't just say, stop.
But crisis narrative, influential figures began promoting and benefiting from
a series of false solutions. Most notably, the system continued rapidly shifting away from phonics, where students learned to read by sounding out words, towards approaches like 3-cueing, where students were encouraged to guess unfamiliar words based on sentence structure, surrounding context, or even pictures, rather than actually decoding them, allowing students to appear fluent while never developing the ability to break down and understand the words on the page.
Okay, so I'm a little confused here because I learned phonics. I didn't learn these 3 different types of learning. I only learned phonics. Perhaps I'm at the later end of Gen Alpha because I'm not exactly like a little kid, but I learned phonics, and my friend's little sister is around 6 years old and she's learning phonics right now. Maybe it's because the study is from 2024, 2023. I'm not sure, maybe the data points are wrong, but at least from personal experience that I've gleaned, people are still learning phonics. But if you are a parent and your child is not learning phonics, let me know. I don't think people over the age of 20 watch my videos, but it's okay.
The numbers are so bad that I genuinely had to check them twice. The 2024 NAEP results showed that 40% of 4th graders can't read at a basic level.
Here it is. Test scores. The most inaccurate measure of general intelligence of a generation, or just a year in school. I live in New York City, so I have a huge vendetta against standardized testing. It's stressful. It puts kids in an unfair environment in which they get a multiple choice question wrong, they're seen as inferior, they're seen as dumber, they're seen as simply not as good. But one problem that I also have is using these skewed statistics to say that all of Gen Alpha is completely illiterate because you saw a small dip in test scores, a dip that is a few points. You had to circle any meaningful difference because this whole chart shows a general trend of nothing changing. Now, if we were to include error bars, which is the standard deviation of the mean in this, both up and downwards, we would definitely see overlap. There's no way there's a statistically significant difference between the amount of test scores right now and the test scores 3 years back. It's not realistic.
But I don't understand why they're not stressing to y'all how bad it is. I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids I teach 7th grade, they are still performing on the 4th grade.
If I had a nickel for every single time I saw this guy, I would be rich. I'm not even saying that in a facetious way. I've seen him at least 20 times combing through videos for this topic. It's insane. This video was made 1.5 years ago. This was on the coattails of COVID. Are we serious? Okay, not only is it using something that is no longer accurate and up to date, not only could the original creator's message changed in the time it took you to use this clip, but this guy is now the ubiquitous poster child for Gen Alpha can't read. I'm sure he doesn't want that. You may be wondering, Gigi, why are you getting so mad? It's not that serious. Shut up. I'm Gen Alpha. Do you know how weird it is to see a bunch of grown adults go online and watch videos of other grown adults saying how stupid, dumb, and brain rotted you are? Think about it. Maybe you're not Gen Alpha. Maybe you're Gen Z. Maybe you're even a millennial. But if you put yourself in the shoes of a 15-year-old, you're looking something up on YouTube and you watch a new video from your favorite content creator, but the whole video is just them saying how stupid you are. And maybe it's not you. Maybe you think, I'm not like the other Gen Alphas. But the other Gen Alphas are not illiterate. This is propaganda. People talk about Fahrenheit 451 in the comment section, a different type of propaganda. Not the actual book itself, but its contents. A society in which books are burned and information is lost. Thus, the government has complete control over history and the future. But this is propaganda. We are calling our own new generation stupid. We are putting ourselves down for no other reason than clout. Because how many videos have you seen with this exact same title, exact same thumbnail, and I'm using the yellow font in my thumbnail because it works, but it is the most overplayed trope ever. This is not beating a dead horse. This is taking it out back, shooting it multiple times, and then eating it for dinner. Can we talk about these thumbnails? Please? It is kind of insane. We show actual children crying on the thumbnails, or teachers crashing out, and we put our little face in there going, and then it says, Gen Alpha is cooked. Gen Alpha is deep fried. Gen Alpha? Well, maybe you're cooked. Why are you using Gen Alpha terminology? Just asking. If you're so philosophically superior, intellectually superior, and physically superior to a literal child, why are you using their verbiage? If you were truly so high and mighty, you could never associate yourself with a Gen Alpha term, could you? Oh wait, it gets you views, of course you would do it! If you're gonna make a video calling an entire generation of children stupid, then you have to stand by that, and you can't buy into them. I'm so sorry, and this video comes off as a little mean-spirited because it is. It may be a little rude for me to directly call out creators, but you, being the creators, are calling out millions of children, calling them cooked, fried, saying that their futures are gone because of a 10-second polarized TikTok clip.